Hello YouTube! The drugs appear to be kicking in and I'm ready to begin a little bit of dwarf fortressing. Are you ready to join me? I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, there's probably only one or two of you clicking on this, to be honest, so I mean, the likelihood of you clicking on it and not being ready for it is quite low, I would say. Statistically, the people who didn't mean to click on the video tend to come in the larger data sets. At a guess, what do I know about data science? I'll tell you what I know about data science. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Well, I know it's called data science, obviously. That much is obvious. Sorry, I got distracted already. That was probably a world record, but only within my own output. So not really a world record, it's a personal record. Anyway, let's have a look at the fortress. What's going on here? What's happening? How are we doing? As I remember, last session we had a full-blown crash and loss of progress, which ended up meaning that we got a second chance to repel the goblins that are on their way. We know they're on their way, along with a Plains Titan, but I think we're going to do better than we did last time. I mean, last time what happened was we had the Weerox turn up, which has now been, again, in this new time loop. And we had a lot of trouble getting rid of it, and we had infected and all that kind of jazz. This time, we lost a couple of guys, maybe 3 guys from our military, and saw the thing off, so we decided to keep the progress. Then the Plains Titan... then the goblins turned up, and then the Plains Titan turned up. We, in this sort of come back from the crash, are in between the arrival of the Weerox and the goblins. But I think we should be doing quite well by the time the goblins get here. I mean, maybe even we could put a few cage traps in the exterior of the fortress out here, just scattered around, because I feel like the goblins are going to sort of come in a particular way, right? I mean, we could give it a go. And we can't really put a solid wall of them around, because we'll block the traders. But if we scatter them about, it should work quite well as a method for winnowing their numbers down, right? Or am I being obscenely optimistic? Obscenely optimistic. Now there's a phrase. I like it. I'll have to use it again somewhere. One day I'll pull my obscene optimism out. Okay. We've got the traps all set up here, which could potentially repel some goblins, but the numbers they brought last time were way beyond what these cage traps can deal with. I mean, I want to put more spike traps in, so we can have the spikes going up and down and destroying the undersides of the goblins, but somehow I feel like we're not going to get enough of those placed in time. Maybe I should start putting more cage traps mixed in. In fact, there's no maybes about it. Let's do it. Build trap, cage trap. That's a cage trap there. And we'll carry on putting cage traps all the way down the corridor as best we can. There we go, cage traps, look at that. It's unusual for me to start actually doing stuff this early in the stream, isn't it? Normally I'd spend absolutely ages just looking at the fortress, saying not much, using as many words as possible. But not today, no, I'm all action. I'm a hot ball of action, that's what I am. Okay, can we put some more upright spear spike traps in? Do we have the equipment? Plumwood training spears, menacing copper spikes, green glass spikes, menacing steel spikes. No, we don't want those, they're for melting. It looks like we don't have the materials, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll just let it ride for now. Is it just me, or is this music pretty loud? There we go, that's a little bit better, isn't it? That's a little bit less dominant in the mix. Oh, hello, we've got a new name in the old chat. Hello, Kaiser Radum. Kaiser Ordum. I'm going with that. Kaiser Ordum. If I'm wrong, let me know. So, correct me if it needed. I thought you were going to say, so the odds of you clicking on this and not being on drugs. That's true, I must admit. The likelihood of people clicking on this and being stone cold sober is small, I would say. Not infinitesimally small. I mean, there's probably at least one sober person in the audience, but we'll see. Maybe not. If you're that person, please let everybody know so they can give you their keys and make sure you don't give them back at the end, otherwise they could kill themselves. Not deliberately, you understand. Not in the big S way, I mean like in the big A way. Accident, not anus. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. Disgusting. I'm so ashamed to have you watching. Mind you, you should be ashamed to watch this anyway. It's terrible. Bargain basement concept. Content. Concept? What is concept? Oh, hello. Something's happening. It's either an invasion or... Oh, it's a trade caravan. We didn't have them last time. Ocelot is sober. Everybody, please pray for Ocelot. Oh, unless you don't believe in God, in which case, don't bother. I mean, it seems a bit silly to do so, really, doesn't it? Let's go back here, open up the pause, and get these traders in. I'm hoping they're going to be different from last time. Also, where I've still got the bad throat, there's not going to be any musical instruments this time, because they really do fuck me up if I try doing it when I've got a delicate throat. It just ruins my voice, so we're going to abstain. But we are going to do the book voice, so that's good, isn't it? It's nice. A little bit of chamomile tea there. Not too much caffeine. Don't want to go off the rails. Don't want to go wild. Don't want to lose our minds, do we? Not at this time of night. It's 11:15 for goodness sake. Closer to 10 to 11. Right, looks like we've got them in. People are automatically bringing the trading balls into the trade zone. That's good. Let's tell them to bring our trader in. Where's the R key? There it is. And hopefully the trader will turn up with speed, with haste, and we'll be able to get cracking on trading. Be good. I think we need food. I note that we haven't had the strange mood yet that we had last time. You remember that? That lovely strange mood that gave us an awesome steel breastplate. To be honest, I feel the loss of that breastplate wasn't worth the insight we gained about the future from the crash that we had, you know? Feels like we're still mourning the loss. You never know, maybe something even better will get made in the next mood. I mean, it doesn't seem very likely, but maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Why is that armour stand still in the fucking mason's workshop? It's... Where can we dump it for now? Where can we get rid of it? We don't actually need it anywhere. I'll tell you what, the royal bedroom. Probably a great place to dump armour stands. Yeah, there we go. B.A. There we go. Baracus. Let's place some armour stands in. There we go. That's it. Empty out the workshop. Hopefully we'll end up not leaving another one in there, but you can never really be sure if that's going to happen or not. Ooh, the JC experience is not in there. Or is he? It says he's there, ready to trade at the depot. Why can we not trade? Intriguing. Or maybe his job is on, but he's not actually there yet. That's probably the case. Looks like we've moved all of the balls in. It's good to know. Very good to know. Is he in yet? I didn't see him go in. Oops, shit. He's there. We can trade. It's all good. Okay. Let's have a quick look at Chet. Diana. Oh, you weren't here last time. I'm afraid you're dead. So if you want another dwarf, feel free to claim one the next time I'm in Dwarf Therapist. How did she die, guys? Do we remember? I think it was a bit of a mystery. Somebody flipped out in a workshop and just jabbed a chisel into your head, I think. Which is not the best way to go. I mean, it's ignominious at best. But, you know, maybe the next time can be a bit more spectacular. Worst comes to worst, we'll fling you into the volcano, just so it looks better, right? Is that cool? Or is that not what you want? Come on, make up your mind. Orchimedes is here as well. Welcome back to the stream. Along with Spaceship Rat, welcome back. And Druid's Mead, welcome back. Well, there we go. There's loads. Voliol says, DF isn't really that fatalistic. When resetting to an older save, there's no way to be sure that the same event will reoccur. Intriguing. Well, that's why I'm worried, of course, that the steel breastplate won't return. However, we have had the same weird creature attack. So there is that. I feel like the goblins were probably on their way. They're walking across the map towards us before the last save. So they're probably still on their way, right? Who knows about the Titan, though? The Titan might turn up, but it might not. You were here last time. Sorry, Diana, I didn't notice you. How rude of me. What an absolute bastard. Armies are an exception if they're already on the march. I see. I see. Well, I see. I mooted that idea. Of course I see. Anyway, let's have a look at the trade. Let's see what we've got. This first page seems a bit... That's not the first page, it's the last page. Let's go down to the first page. Here we go. Seeing as we've got so much stuff to trade, I may as well just buy all their bars. I know I didn't do it last time, but hey, let's change the beat of the butterfly's wings and try and get the chaos to work in our side, yeah? Yeah? Do I buy their... You know what? I might just see if I can afford to buy absolutely everything they brought with them. Why not? I mean... Oh, because it's going to sit in the trade depot and it's not going to get put away. So let's not. Let's just buy the bars, keep things a little neat. Actually, we can take all of the gems. We've got somewhere for those to go. We've got somewhere for blocks to go, but I ain't going to buy them. No. We do not need blocks. I don't need clay. Do I need ropes? Yeah, we may as well buy ropes. We don't have anywhere to put them, but I can easily make a stockpile for rope. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Water skins? Do we need water skins? Not really. We can make them, so it seems like a bit of a waste to purchase them. Then again, we could make rope as well, couldn't we? Ignore it. Iron toy boat, iron toy hammer, steel toy hammer, purchased for melting. There we go, 2 of the bastards. Anything else? Any more steel stuff? We've got yak cows and cavey sows, which rhymes. I would buy them, but they're like $1,000 a piece. Nah, let's not bother. Turkey hen. You know what? I think I can zoom the mouse out a bit. There we go. Was there a little dink there? Oh, we caught our first mouse in the mouse traps the other day. Little fucker got his neck broke quicker than you can say, "Get out of my damn house." It's good. I like it. I had to clean the mousetrap out, which I didn't like as much as having actually stopped one of the mice from shitting everywhere, but it's all good, you know. It's all good, even if I have to put a little slightly melty corpse out of a thing and clean the peanut butter out of the trap bit. It just is one less mouse in it. Where were we? Sorry, I've lost my mind. Milk? No. Beer? Yes. Ale? Certainly. Rum? I think so. Have I got everything? Not an empty barrel. Beer barrels? Yes. Applewood? Wine? Whatever. Sorry. We'll just get all the ones. All the barrels, whether they've got something in or not. Tower caps, steel battle axe. Ugh, do I want to buy that to melt down? That's an expensive. Yeah, go on then, fuck it. Training spear, steel battle axe is another one. Blimey, there's loads of them. Bismuth bronze battle axe. No, we don't want those. Copper war hammers. No. Oh, we want silver, don't we? We definitely want silver to melt down. Steel spear. Yeah, we'll buy all the steel weapons. Why not? We've got the money. Kiwi leather armour? I don't think so. We can make our own leather armour and clothes. Cave spider silk sock, bronze shield, iron shield, copper shield, steel buckler? Nah. Yeah. Buy all the steel stuff. Come on, steel cap. Iron left gauntlet. No. Got any more steel? Come on. Where's the steel? Show me steel. The riddle of steel. Plump helmet spawn bag? Why not? We can always use it. We're making other bags, so there's no point buying empty bags. Buy some black sand? Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, this is not as exciting as usual, is it? It's kind of a boring one. I'll buy all their leather and cloth because why not? May as well. We're not actually making raw cloth at the moment, so keeping a stock from the caravans makes sense. Excuse my burp in there. That's probably gas escaping from the paracetamol tablets I ate earlier. They're fizzing up in my gutty juices and releasing gases. I haven't really eaten anything else, although I do have an open sherbet fountain over there that I could start chowing down on, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. I do love a sherbet fountain. A taste of sherbet on licorice is just classic in my opinion. Ooh, someone said something in chat. Bear with me while I designate all this cloth and leather, and then once I've done it, I'll take a look over there and see what was said, okay? Don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. But I kind of am. But it's a limited duration ignore. It's not a permanent ignore. It's not a permanor. Oh, here we go. We've got a mica figurine of a brook scorpion. Probably a bark scorpion. Silver bolts. Let's buy those bastards and melt them down. Silver bracelet. Sure, that's getting melted down. Steel anvil. Iron anvils. Let's buy all the anvils. Why not? Ah, here we go. We've got some food. Cave swallow meat. Horse sweetbreads, mosquito brain, cave lobster, cave fish, plump helmets, lettuce leaves, strawberries, red spinach, quarry bush leaves, pigtail thread. That's not food. Let's stop adding things. Llama wool trousers, backpacks, quivers. Oh, it's all. Oh, sorry, I said I was going to look after that, didn't I? What have we got going on? Q search bin. That's true. I could have done that, Druid's Mead. Could have done that, but I ended up not doing that, so there we go. I believe they move throughout the world. That's armies, right? I think you're talking about? Or are we talking about something else? I'm not sure. Select all for trade. I could Druid's Mead, but I feel like there's some crap that's just going to sit in the trade depot if I buy it. So we'll just get what we want and leave it otherwise. Hello, Fuzzy Logic. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Welcome back. Voliol says, if I recall correctly, sieges/armies move, most other invaders don't. So, like, the Titan that came last time may never turn up, which is a shame. Well, it's not really. We did want to see it attack the goblins and kill some goblins, and what ended up happening was they just mobbed it and speared it to death, which was a shame. Where flying squirrels move fast. I'll bet they do. Are there any flyers, any flying mounts in the game yet? Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't played the adventure mode. There's probably all sorts of shit in there for mounts and whatnot, but not in the Fortress game. Sorry, where were we? Spike copper ball? No, I'm selling you loads of those. We'll buy some cheese, because cheese is all good. Love a bit of cheese and crackers. Splints and crutches. You know what? Maybe we can keep them in the hospital. It makes sense. Keyboard, strings, large obsidian pot, mountain goat parchment sheet. It's all sheets, no completed books. Well, slightly disappointing. Let's get our balls on the table for trade. I'll sell the wooden balls first. What the fuck happened there? Oh, it's because I've got 2 weapon bins. Okay. Weapon bin, weapon bin. They're not making any profit yet. Let's sell these copper balls. Bonk, 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 bonk. I'll keep the bin. How about these? Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, these are wood balls. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll sell them. Oh, there's some copper balls in there too. That's good. Oh, shit. They're making 24 grand profit. Okay, let's pull that back a touch. Just take off some of that profit that they don't really need to trade. There we go. 6 grand profit, give or take. That should be good enough, right? Let's see what they think. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Licot seems pleased with the trading. Good. Excellent stuff. So, the trading is done. We can release JC Experience from the depot. Where is that? Ah, there we go. And off he goes to do, well, whatever takes his dwarven fancy, really. Now, all of those extra cage traps that I ordered have been placed, which is good, but the mechanism stockpile hasn't yet been refreshed. You know what? I'm going to go down to our actual stockpiles down here, and I'm going to remove this mechanism stockpile. We don't need it. We just don't need it. If we're going to keep all the mechanisms up near the top where they're actually going to get used, that makes a lot more sense. We can use this for some other kind of storage. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure we'll find something. Oh, another reindeer starved to death. People will bring pets to this grassless forest that can eat fortress. I made some elf noises there. People will bring pets to this grassless fortress that require grass to drink. Eat. Fucking hell, my brain's collapsing. Be careful. Small bits of it might fall out of my nose and make you retch. I apologise if that happens. So, is there anything we need to start building here? Is there anything we need to start getting a stockpile of? Craftsdorf workshops must have something in here, right? Can't just be mugs and pots. There's got to be something interesting. Let's have a look through the list. Well, we can choose the material first, or we can do some decorating, I suppose. It's not like we don't have metal to decorate with. But you can only really stud with metal, can't you? Silk crafts, yarn crafts, ivory and tooth crafts, horn crafts. Not really seeing anything there of exciting nature. It's all very much dull, 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 boring, boring, boring. Instrument pieces and instruments. I mean, we could make up some instruments, I suppose. Then again, they're so easy to buy. What have we got in the rock crafts? What can we make? Mugs, short swords, nest boxes, jugs, pots, hives, jugs. Jugs are good. Jugs are probably good, right? Make a few jugs. Keep a stock of 10 in, and then if people want them, they can take them. Yeah, let's do jugs. I nearly said drugs, which, you know, is a perfectly valid statement. I don't see why I should avoid saying that. Alt Y. No, Alt W. Come on. Come on, scoundrel. You know how to set up a workflow. Jog of rock. well, a jug made of rock. A jug of rock implies a jug containing rock, which would be madness. Well, only if the jug contained liquid rock, because of course liquid rock has to be ridiculously hot. Right, where were we? Let's not use an animal stockpile. Let's make a... I'm assuming a jug is a finished good, right? So we'll go for G, finished goods. Pop that in there. Make it 2x5s for 10 spaces. Click on that. S. Finished goods, lovely. Forbid all types, and then come in and find jugs. Okay. Jugs not on the list as far as I can see. Totems, large gems, bracelets, earrings, rings, crowns, scepters, amulets, figurines, headwear, handwear, footwear, armour, toys, musical instruments, goblets, chains, flasks. Interesting. You want to mount a weirbeast? If I got the opportunity, I'd give it a go. You could give them cave carpet to eat. Cave carpet? We haven't got that yet. We haven't gone to the caves yet, so there's none growing, unfortunately. RimWorld just released its first paid DLC, and it's pretty much the Nobles system from Dwarf Fortress. I saw that. I thought it was free. Oh, maybe I won't give it a crack if it's paid. I just don't really have the money to spend on DLC at the moment. Very hot ore under a lot of pressure. That's true. That's true. Ooh, Tidy. You're in the old RimWorlds, are you? Very exciting. Tynan Sylvester put you in his game. Ooh. Sorry, I was getting a little bit distracted there. We need to find jugs. I presume it's going to be flasks or goblets. What do you reckon? What do you reckon I should put in there? I mean, obviously there's no jugs. Are jugs furniture? Let's disable. Disable. Let's have a look at furniture. Where is it? Here it is. Furniture and siege ammo. Enable type. Statues. If a coffer is in there, maybe jugs are in there? Nope. Nope, jugs are not in there. Make a hot out of you. Oh, a hat. There we go. No, I don't see any jugs. You know what? If there's no special place for jugs, there's no place for us. Let's just remove them. Let's just remove the stockpile and say, no jugs. I refuse to have jugs sullying my fortress. Hello? There we go. There we go. We can have pots, it'll be fine, but we can't have jugs. Jugs are tools in finished goods. Sort by material type to avoid overlap with other tools. Ah. Okay, so it has got a little bit more in there. Not quite just a little bit of nobles like in Dwarf Fortress, but actual mechanics as well, beyond the nobility. Ever since watching that video that Salford Sal posted in the Discord about how Dwarf Fortress is an anarchist critique of capitalism, I just cannot abide nobles anymore. They suck. It's a good video, that. I wasn't into it at all when it started, and then by the end of it I was like, yeah, I agree. We should probably go and get all that steel stuff that I bought melted down, shouldn't we? We'll check out our steel stocks first. How many bars have we got? 13. Not a lot. Ooh. Stocks. E-S-T-E-E-L. There we go. Steel spikes. They all need melting. Why are they not designated for melting? Shit. Shift M, that's what we want, isn't it? Oh, they're in a job, that's why. That's okay. We just get all of our menacing steel spikes designated melters. Why can we not melt that? Oh god, can we not melt masterful stuff? Come on. Give me a break. Damn. Damn. It is important that we melt these down to get our steel back, but it looks like they're not interested in letting me do that. Steel bolts, forbidden, no longer. Melt those. Steel breastplates, no, I want to keep all those. A cap, no. Anything else left? Oh, toy hammer, melt that. Anything else? Not really. That's it. I thought I bought more than one of those toy hammers, to be honest. Short sword, shields, picks, gauntlets, greaves. Okay, let's look for silver instead. Silver, there we go. Silver battle axe. Why is that in someone's inventory? We don't want that. More silver bolts and a silver bracelet. There we go. Let's get those melted down. Hopefully they'll get made into maces and hammers. Hello, Salford Sal. Welcome back. Speak of the devil, and she reareth her head. Reareth? Reareth, I meant to say, but I said reareth instead, which of course is not a word. Or is it? Who knows? If you go into the old menu for stuff, you can melt all of them in one go. Oh, okay. Into the old menu. Into the old menu. We must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. How do we search? Tab to enable search. There we go. S-I-L. That's UK for some reason I typed. S-I-L-V... hang on. How about steel? Oh, hello, calm down. Trap components it will be, won't it? Trap components, there we go. Menacing steel spike. That does not look like that's melting them all at once, but it'll do for now. Can I hold down M? No, just got to do it by hand. Here it goes. And then no doubt that little thing just went in chat there is actually a description of how to do it, how to set them to be melted. Why is this enormous steel corkscrew red? I bet that's not ours, is it? Yeah, I won't set that to melt just in case. Or is it? Let's zoom to it. Where is it? Yeah, it's in the trade depot. It's probably not ours. Excuse me. Tab to melt them all at once. I was just talking about that video you put in the Discord, Sal. Sorry. The Dwarf Fortress is an anarchist critique of capitalism one, which I thought was very good, very on the nose. Also, Sal put a tutorial in the Cryptbeards chat room the other day for how to update the files and stuff in your launcher. So do check that out if you're wondering how it's done. Single bolts scattered around the map are notoriously hard to track down and get melted. Yeah. Some of those silver bolts were ones I just purchased, so hopefully they're still in the stack. That would be nice. That would be lovely. Okay, so that should be lots of bars ready to go. I think we need to recruit some more dwarves into the military, don't we? I mean, it only makes sense. Let's pause things and let's go over to Dwarf Therapist. Boop. There we go. No. That's better. There we go. And in here, we'll have a look and see who we've got. Just read quickly for the up-to-date figures. We have 126 dwarves, 15 children, and 4 vulnerable babies. We've got 6 in the Chasms of Gilding and 10 in the Respective Oars. Now, the Respective Oars is our wrestling squad, and it looks like they're doing okay. Their leader, of course, is currently a proficient wrestler, and everyone else is either skilled or competent, so that's nice. They're training up nicely. The Chasms of Gilding, however, we've got a slightly more of a mixed bag. We've got an expert spearman in Bergendorf. Oh, Fuzzy, you died. Must have been in the fight with the Weir Bison. Never mind. So we've got a spear dwarf, a swords dwarf, a spear dwarf, a no pike dwarf, 2 mace dwarfs, no lashers, no knife users, 1 hammer dwarf, and 1 axe dwarf. And we need 4 more dwarves. So let's sort to see if we have any more axe dwarves. So I know we have a surplus of axes. No axe dwarves. How about hammer dwarves? We've got Iral here. What do you do in your day-to-day, Iral? What's your general activities? Carpenter? Don't think so, sir. That's been disabled. You're going to go into the Chasms of Gilding. Assign to squad the Chasms of Gilding and commit. Where is he? There he is, look at him. Okay, so back to the military screen. By the way, if anyone wants a dwarf named after them and you don't already have one, now is the time to ask for it. Now is the time to mention that desire. How about knife users? Got any knife users? No. Lashers? No. Mace dwarves? Ooh, we've got a few. But what else have we got? Pikemen, spear dwarves, 1, and swords dwarves. Well, you know what? Spears turn out to be pretty OP. Ah, Soul Evil. What are you doing in your general life in the fortress? You're a stone detailer. Okay, you've dodged the draft. Don't worry, we're not putting you in. We're going to go with these mace dwarves instead. Minkot, Godin, Cog, and Ubul. What do you guys get up to when you're working? Ooh, animal care. Oh, come on. We routinely let all the animals in our fortress starve to death. This guy is also a stone detailer. Oh, that's Soul Evil again. Oh, apparently you're pretty good with a mace as well as a spear. Bloody hell. Let's just put the top 3 in, because they seem to be available, and then we'll come back and check who else we've got. So, assign to squad, Chasms of Gilding. Assign to squad, the Chasms of Gilding. Assign to squad, the Chasms of Gilding. There we go, and we will commit those changes. We've got room for 1 more dwarf. Well, there was a swords dwarf, old Fath here. Let's see what you do. What's your general occupation? Trader? Trader? No, you're going into the military. Oh, it's full. Oh, okay. Turns out it's full, that's fine, okay. So, let's have a quick look at chat and see if anyone has requested a doodah. That is the one, the Prince of Dwarfness. The video really got me when they used Prince of Darkness as an element in the critique. Top move. Fantastic. I recently built a 9700K. Haven't played Dwarf Fortress on it yet. I wonder how long it would take Dwarf Fortress to reduce it to a crawl. Is that the top tier Intel processor? Like, it's a pretty good Intel processor, isn't it? Are there links on the Discord for the lazy new pack and all that? Oafsalot is the lad to talk to for that. He has posted links. So basically, yes, there is a link to what I'm currently using, and that will be the last thing Oafsalot posted. So if you want to use that, go for it. It's all good. Druid's Mead, I fancy playing a Candy Rush. Ooh, that's difficult. That's difficult. Dealer's Choice, says Fuzzy Logic. Well, you were a spear guy last time. I'm going to put you in as a spear guy again. Oh, I can't. Okay, this time you're going to be a mace dwarf. You're going to be oh, hang on, is that... No. There you are, look. Axe dwarf, level 6. There you go. Set nickname. Fuzzy Logic. Here we go. FUZZYLOGIC 0. Oof. He's in. He's committed. I've got all the links in the description of some of the tutorial videos Scoundrel mentioned. I've linked one in his Discord. Okay. Have a look at that. Yeah, Candy Rush can be a big gamble, going straight down and getting as much adamantium as possible. It's fucking... It could backfire dramatically. I've been meaning to give Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead a go, Oafsalot, but I just never have got round to it. Never quite made my way into that world. I gave it a little dabble, but nothing too deep. So anyway, it looks like we've named everybody who wants one, and we can go back to the main game, where I will start doing the uniforms for the new military members. So, well, weapon selection, at least that. So, we go to the military screen, we check the respective ores, that's not the one. That's it, the Chasms of Gilding. That's what we want. So, we need to look at equipment. There's the equipment. Dragon Slayer has no weapon suggested. Okay, what does Dragon Slayer use? Mace. Oh, that would be why. We haven't got one. Oh, shit, we've got loads of mace tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Shit. Okay, Bergendorf, are you using a spear? Let's check that. Yes, Bergendorf's using a steel spear. Fuzzy Logic, are you using a sword? Nope, steel battle axe for some reason, which is weird considering... Oh no, an axe is the correct one. Sorry, not a sword. A sword. Who else has got Good skills. A rain dog. You're the swords dwarf. Where are you, rain dog? There you go. Yep, using a short sword. Hammer dwarves can't have hammers. We haven't got any. Or have we? Let's have a look and see. Spaceship rat. Nope, not yet. But surely they'll get done soon. We bought some silver. It should be getting smelted relatively quickly. Fingers crossed we'll end up with a nice set of silver blunts for people to use in combat. And by blunts, of course, I mean blunt weapons, not cannabis rolled in a cigar skin, which is a very different kind of blunt. The kind you might find in Be Real's possession. Where are we going next? There's not much happening at the moment, is there? It's all very straightforward, all very quiet. I'm sure that'll change. I watched Krug Smash's minecart video the other day, and it kind of piqued my interest as to, like, I might want to start doing some minecart stuff, but equally, I did think, what am I going to use them for? This fortress is still absolutely dinky. Right, how many steel bars have we got? 40, that's better. Look, the numbers are going up. Lovely steel bars. Is the auto melt still working in here, I wonder? Because it's supposed to be an auto melting one. Yeah, it's still on. Interesting. Okay. We've now got 40 steel bars. When we get a bit more, maybe 20 more bars, I'll start making the next piece of armour for our squad. I think we've got, high boots, greaves, all that kind of stuff. Oh, piss off with your alpacas. Don't bring your alpaca to a fortress with no fucking grass. Actually, maybe it is time to start sending the miners to look for some underground shit. Underground, overground, wombling free, as they say. Do we make the access to the caverns outside the fortress or inside? I think inside makes sense, doesn't it? And what we're going to do is we're going to say there and there. There's going to be some doors. And then along here, we'll like a nice corridor. Put another couple of doors here. More doors. There we go. And over here. And then we're going to start looking. Oh, actually, that's going to go straight through the bedrooms, isn't it? Bollocks. How far back do we have to go to get rid of the bedroom clipping? Will here do it? Let's try it out. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Okay, so DI, just going to check the floor above. No, not doing anything. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bang. And then we'll do another little cavern baffle. My patented cavern baffles. There we go. Eventually to be filled with traps. But for now, that is stairs, isn't it? That's stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bang. And then another cavern baffle. Boop. There we go. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bang. And then, actually, do we, let's just, after the second cavern baffle, we'll go for a much deeper cut. Oh, shit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's resume. Let's go up and let's watch the miners go down, see what they find. If you add leather to that metal uniform, they'll wear both in layers if it's available. Okay, maybe I will do that actually. Add a little bit of leather armour. Let's go in there now and do it. M. Chasms of gilding. There we go. Uniforms. Ah, shit. What was it? It wasn't that, was it? Or was it? Shift. Someone's going to have to remind me how to... Oh, C? No, that's add a new type of uniform, isn't it? D for delete uniform. I'm going to delete the archer uniform, so I know for a fact it doesn't work properly. There we go, gone. Can we... maybe it's some equipment. Equipment. Respective ores. Capital U. Assign uniforms. Okay. What the fuck? No, the Chasms of Gilding is the one we want. There we go. So, check capital U. Assign uniform. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn. Keep it on metal armour. That'll be fine. And we've got to figure out how to add leather armour to it. Just press enter? Nope. Anyone know in chat? Let's have a little look over and see. Okay, so the layers might be broken. Alright, we'll abandon that. We'll leave them in metal armour for now. Besides, it's more exciting to go looking for caverns, right, than to start assigning uniforms. Assigning uniforms is a bit dull. Oh shit, did the traders balk again? Are they trying to leave but unable to do so? Oh god. They appear to have left behind a vast number of spiked little balls as well. They'll be fine. They'll get out of there, and if they don't, we'll just smash the trade depot and rebuild it. It only makes sense. Cool, look at them go. They ripped through that soil pretty quickly, didn't they? There we go. Let's put some doors on before anything comes out of that hole. Oh, got one door. Excellent. Just what was needed. Okay, we're into sand there. Is this more soil here? Sandy loam. Blimey, we have got deep soil. How do I go? Press the right keys, that's how you do it. They're already into the first cavern baffle. No sign of the cavern though. That's okay, we can live without signs of caverns. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see him soon enough. Yeah, those masterful spikes are all getting melted down again. It's for the greater good. It's for the greater good, do you understand? Should probably try duping up some silver as well, thinking about it. Just get some silver spikes on the go and cut them down. Wow, it's taken a while to get through this. Come on lads, dig it out. You can do it. Get those cavern baffles dug out. Baffle any beasts coming out of those caves. Which of course we may not discover yet. Could start using some, doing some mining down here, couldn't I? Although that said, it feels like it's going to sort of yield a lot of shit that we don't actually want. We're going to get a lot of stone, very little actual. Oh, hello! Oh, we found the caverns. Fantastic, and a downward passage. What does that even mean? Okay. Oh, that's not a bad clipping point, to be honest. Let's resume. Let them cut right through. And then we'll try and wall it off a bit. Actually, that's not going to be too difficult, is it? It's going to be fairly straightforward. Let me just... oh, shit. Let's not knock my drink over. I don't know where the passage is, but... Oh, presumably we'll be able to find it. Don't panic, everybody. Keep calm. Remain calm, everybody. Don't get into a tiz. Where did I... Oh, figgins. I've lost the fucking stairwell. There it is. Did it just drop in? I don't know if I'm crying out loud. B, C, W. Okay, can't actually build anything here. That is a pain in the arse. However, if we say... oh, shit. Excuse me. Oh, for God's sake. Craftsdorf and planters are dehydrated. Why are you dehydrated? We've got booze. Crying out loud. Dig from here. Like this. Actually, like that. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. And all we've got to do is come over here. Dig there. Dig there. Bosh. There we go. And then we're basically not into the caverns at all. We're into a separate little area of cavern. Look at this little area of cavern here. This is Oh, it is connected, look on that right hand side. Okay, these are fairly twirly-whirly caverns. They're not exactly linear. It's okay though, it's fine. It's fine. Get them to dig that out. Go down a bit and then we can figure out where we've penetrated and put in some walls to block it off. There we go. Go down one. So we want a wall in there. Build CW. Come on. I suppose we've got to clip through so we can actually get dwarves to bring the materials in. That's fine. That's fine, don't worry. They're taking a while to get down here, aren't they? Come on, lads. Head down. Here they come. That's it. Now we're cooking. Chew through that stone like it's just not there. Well, I suppose if it wasn't there you wouldn't have to chew through it, would you? You just pass through it. I mean, you only have to chew stuff that's reasonably substantial. Or do you? Can you chew insubstantial things? I suppose you could, it just wouldn't require much effort. And you can kind of just chew empty air as well. I mean, it just looked daft. Perhaps like you'd taken some ecstasy. Have we got any more doors to go on down here? Nope, no doors whatsoever. I think whoever was saying we need more workshops is correct. We do need to add more workshops. Let's put another mason's workshop in each of these. There we go. There we go. In fact, while we're here, let's double up our crafts dwarf throughput, even though it's absolutely pointless. We do not need it. There we go. Easel peasel. So, bollocks, I should have set a hotkey, shouldn't I? There's our down space. That's where we hit the caverns. That's where we pierced through. Can I now build that wall? B, C, W. No, wrong one. B, capital C, W. There we go. And I would like to build it to block off access to there. Yes, we can do it. Let's make it out of blocks. Teeth hurting again. Diorite blocks, there we go. And then presumably a good place to do it would be 1, 2, 3, there and there. There, that's it. Diorite blocks, bosh, done. And that should seal off the underside of those stairs and allow us access to the caverns just through this bit here. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? I suppose I could put a drawbridge down here as well, couldn't I? Although cage traps would probably make more sense. Build, capital T, C. Let's put a little block of them in. There we go. Oh, run out of mechanisms. It's okay though, I'm sure they'll be there. Can we do that with planning mode? Shit. Build T C. Nope, planning mode is not allowed for traps. That's okay though. Planning mode's already pretty powerful. Although planning mode is allowed for doors. B, D. There we go. Planning mode on. Door there, and there, and there, and there. Let's go up to the cavern baffle. Oh yes, this means I don't have to actually remember to place the doors. I can just tell them before I even have them. It's a magical thing, this planning mode. If only I'd paid attention to people telling me to check it out earlier. There we go. There, 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 there. And one there. Very nice. Lovely. Have we got any spaces here that need doors? Might as well start putting doors in all over the shop, right? Only makes sense. Everywhere that might want a door. Well, these workshops can all have one. You get a door, you get a door. You get a door, you get a door. Everybody gets a door. Aren't you chuffed to bits? Happy as Larry. Like pigs in muck. Oh, blimey. Okay, the excitement's starting to wear off for the old door placement. But that's par for the course, I suppose. Anything you do repeatedly is going to get a little less exciting, isn't it? It's new at first, all shiny and chrome, and then suddenly it's shouting, "Witness me!" and, you know, getting fucked. Not in the fun way either. What on earth am I talking about? It's a very good question. I should really think on why I have to ask it so much. Ah, this is our refuse stockpile, isn't it? Let's put that in place. PR for refuse? Yes, indeed. There we go. Dunk, 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 donk. There we go. Lovely little refuse pile. Nice, isn't it? Get all that garbage dumped in there. Maybe make it even bigger, perhaps. Not yet, not yet. BD is still in planning mode, so we can still place a few more doors. These have all been done. No doors on the hospital yet, that's fine. A bit further down, doors on the basic dining room. Oh, there's already doors there. Of course there are, scoundrel. Why would you have made that and not put doors on it? That's insanity. Absolute madness. There we go. Okay, looks like we've placed all the doors we need to place, or at least told them where we want the doors, and hopefully they'll get through them nice and quick. I should probably go down to the new... there we go, Dwarven Workshop. Add new task. In fact, let's go through the manager. JMQ DOOR. I don't want iron doors, don't want silver doors. I want rock doors. Lovely. And let's order up, say, 40, just spread across different shops, just to try and open up the bottleneck. Get it a bit wider, you know. That means you found 2 layers of caverns. Oh. Well, we'll get down there and have a look. We'll send the old meat shield down. Don't you worry, Tidy. Don't you worry. Some poor sap will be sent down into the depths in order to take the sacrifice. Take the sacrifice? Make the sacrifice. Oh, hell. This tooth is killing me. That is really stinging. Ouchie. Fingers crossed that starts to hurt a bit less in the near future, because I'm getting really pissed off with this dental pain. Okay, back to the surface. How are we doing up here? We all good? Starving nanny goat, starving alpaca, and Salford Sal is dehydrated for some reason. Why? Why are you dehydrated, Salford Sal? Tell me more. Tell me more. Let's search for you and see what your predicament is. SALF. There she is. Can I zoom? Are you, for some reason, trapped in here or something? I don't know. I'm going to check the booze stocks. See how they're going. Oh, that's kitchen, obviously. You've got plenty of this shit. Turn all the cooking orders off for all the booze. Oh, there we go. You shouldn't be dehydrating. You should be doing fine. From the latest DF bug fixes, can now pet animals in adventure mode and allowed legless animal people to pet animals. Oh, okay. Legless animal people, like snake people? Nagas? I mean, presumably they use like the tails or just rub their cheeks up against them? I wonder. Monster hunters do turn up once you break into the caverns, but you need a tavern. That's the thing. Are you sulking? That's a good point. You might be. Stricken by melancholy. Okay, alright, fair enough. You're in a right old mood. Never mind. Once you dehydrate fully, we'll be able to replace you. Give you another dwarf. Oops. Iron arrow, forbidden for some reason. Not anymore. Someone's been vomiting in the hallways. Obviously people have started to get cave adapted. Slightly annoying, but nah, what can you do? What can you do? It doesn't look like our masons are particularly using the second set of masons' workshops. Oh, no, they are. Oh, actually, look at that. They are. They're only using them. It's the bottom left one that's not being used. Oh, and here's someone in there. This should yield fast results for getting the doors placed. Where's this bed out here for? Someone just leaving it there? Construction suspended. Okay. Whatever. Oh, there's door spaces here. Never mind, let's not get carried away placing too many doors. Let's just try and keep this fortress ticking along. Yeah, well, I mean, come on. It's just one dwarf. Oh, we've got loads of coffins. Don't worry about that, Salford. We've got tons. Tons and tons of coffins. Can I place any more upright spike traps? Nope. No, we can't. We don't have the materials. We don't have the copper or the glass spikes. However, I should start putting the orders in for glass spikes, shouldn't I? Because it looks to me like we have a stockpile of sand. Oh, we have got a orders in. Interesting. Interesting. Stone deadfall traps are cheap and quick. That's true, but I rarely use them because the beauty of the... actually, they all need resetting, don't they? It's just the spike traps that don't need resetting. That's why I was so keen on getting them in. Oh, look, they're bringing all the... Oh, what's this? What have we got? Oh, it's a migrant wave. Interesting. In they come. I'll quickly head over to Dwarf Therapist and take a look. We had 126 adults. We now have 132, which means that the last migration wave was, if you'll bear with me, I'll just have a quick look. Sort by migration wave. There we go. Go down to the most recent. 7 dwarves. We've got some fairly accomplished medical dwarves in there. We've got a level 10 glassmaker, good. Level 10 weaver. Dream weaver, I believe you can make things out of cloth. We've got an axe dwarf turned up, but nothing particularly exciting in the military sphere. Yeah, we'll ignore that for now. Okay. Back to the fortress. Back to the main entryway. Trying to figure out what to do. March 12 items to melt. Presumably, that was steel spikes. I'm guessing. Should I get rid of these refuse stockpiles? That's not even a refuse stockpile, it's a corpse stockpile. Ah, we haven't got an internal one of those, have we? You know what? I don't think it matters. Stockpiles, remove stockpiles. We can always make a corpse stockpile if we need to. It's not like it's an impossible task, is it? There we go. Lovely. In fact, let's go down to where we did that stockpile and say dig off an annex. In fact, let's not dig off an annex. Let's just dig out all this. No, it's copper. It's not exciting, is it? How about that? Yeah, that's exciting. A little bit of gemstones. And then from there we can say I would like a corpse stockpile about yay big, please. Yay big. It's good. Good. I should really put hotkeys in for the caverns, shouldn't I? Let's head down there quickly. Check and see if those walls got built. Those walls did not get built yet. Oh no, they did. Look, there they are. They've walled us in. Ah, there's a gap there. We need to put another one in. Build capital C W. And we'll pop it right about there. That's it. And make it out of diorite blocks. Fantastic. That should yield good times. Is there water in this cavern? Doesn't really matter. We brought water in from the river, so should be okay. Indigo tourmalines. Oh, very fancy. Not as fancy as opals, though. I do like the look of opals. I'm not much of a sort of precious stones, jewellery kind of guy, but opal does have something about it that looks nice. Also, I got a little bit sucked into a television programme called Outback Opal Hunters, which is all about Australians underground looking for opals in ways that I keep looking at and going, Surely it would be more efficient to do it this way. But hey, who am I? I mean, how would I know? Build trap, cage trap. Gosh. There we go. Nice 9 cage traps going in. Look at the colour on that, Bruce. They do. They love to get a little bit out and go spit on it and give it a rub. As you do. Just need some elves and pile them up. Can you put heads on spikes around it? Ooh, I mean, why not? Probably not, unfortunately, but I would like to. If I could get a couple of elves' heads on spikes, I would definitely have them up there. Oh look, they have gone. The traders weren't stuck at all. They were just waiting for the correct moment to leave. Nice. Right, we need to find some stockpiles for rope and stuff to get those out of the way. So, why are they just putting clothes with no bins? Because apparently I told them not to use bins, which is stupid of me, but now I'm going to let them use bins. Things should get a little bit better organised. Also, we want a stockpile for rope. P, finished goods. There we go, and then I'll just say, make it that big. I don't think it needs to be any bigger. Click on it to change the settings. Finished goods, forbid all types, and then we'll go down and find ropes. Ropes, 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 bollocks. Okay, it's not a rope, not a finished good. Presumably it's a tool or furniture. Let's have a look at furniture, see if it's in there. Enable, forbid, ropes, 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 sandbags, floodgates, hatch covers, grates, doors, catapult parts, ballista parts, mechanisms, beds, traction benches, windows, thrones, tables, coffins, statues, slabs, querns, millstones, armour stands, weapon racks, cabinets, anvils, buckets, bins, boxes and bags, siege ammos, barrels, ballista arrowhead, pipe section, pots and food storage, wine carts, wheelbarrows, other large tools, sandbags. Ah, shit. It's not furniture either, unless it's other large tools. Alright, we're going to get rid of this stockpile. Until we know how to put a rope stockpile in, we'll just leave it out there in the trade depot. Well, I'm not a dwarf. I'm a manager of dwarfs. I'm a sort of weird proto-god of dwarves. I'm not actually a dwarf myself. That's crazy. I've recently been watching a guy on YouTube who cuts and polishes opals. Strangely fascinating. Ropes are described as chains. It is quite cool watching people do crafts and stuff on YouTube. It's very satisfying watching someone do something well. If it's a chain, then it must be a finished good, right? Is that what they are? Alright, let's try again. There we go. Click on it, press S. Finished goods, forbid all, chains, top. There we go. In fact, let's just make it chains and ropes, and I'll give it as many bins as they can fit in there, which will be 10. Precisely 10. How's the doors coming along? We've got a couple in the stockpile, which is... Nope, not anymore. They're gone. Looks like the chair and table stockpiles are actually filling up now, which is good. They won't be filling up spaces in the workrooms, or at least production slots. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I hope you do. Let's have a look at our stocks of steel bars again. Is it time to start making more steel armour? It is. It's time to start making more steel armour. So I'm going to quickly go into the stock screen, sort on steel. In fact, no, let's not. Let's go to the stock screen and go down to armour. There we go. And tab. 8 cave spider silk coats, forbidden for some reason. Sheep wool dresses, 17, forbidden for some reason. Okay. We've got breastplates, we've got mail shirts, we've got... What else have we got? I'm sure we had more than that. Steel, steel, steel. Sure, I thought we had greaves and gauntlets. Maybe that doesn't count as armour. It's probably handwear, isn't it? Okay, we'll do it the other way. E-S-T-E-E-L. That's steak. We want steel. There we go. Greaves, menacing spikes, battle axe, breastplate, buckler, cap, leggings, greaves, gauntlets, mail shirts. Okay, what's left to get then? Helms. Cool. In that case, J-M-Q-S-T-E-E-L. We've got breastplates, we've got mail shirts, we've got leggings, greaves, gauntlets, helms. Can we have a steel cap under a steel helm? Steel high boots? Steel shields? Didn't we make shields? Or am I wrong? You know what? Let's just make 10 steel shields because we might not have them. And then we'll go S-T-E-L. I mean, do we want? We kind of want to make more, don't we? In fact, we want to keep a stock. We always want 10 available for each military squad. Oh, difficult. High boots? Do I put high boots? I don't think they're compatible with greaves, are they? Or are they? We may as well have them, right? Is there a low boot? Don't waste steel on shield. The material has no effect on them unless you've got plenty of steel. Ah, okay. I will cancel that order then. Belay that order, number 2. In that case then, I think we've got a full set of steel. We're all good. Let's go to stocks again and see if we've got any forbidden steel. That's... Oh, for fuck's sake. E-S-T-E-E-L, there we go. Nothing seems to be forbidden on this page. No, it's all good. Cool. Well, it looks like all of our armour's sorted then. Which is nice. Oh, look at all this stuff they're bringing up here. The clothes are all suddenly being yoinked out of there. Why is that? Or are they being brought in? Maybe they're being brought in. I thought they were going to start putting bins in here. Come on, where's our bins? We're not building bins quick enough? It's not like we haven't got a stockpile of them. Hello, Tiliar. Manufactured value, tempt bigger armies. Well, we've already had one turn up prior to the previous crash, haven't we? So I don't feel like we're quite ready for a big goblin army yet. I mean, it seems like we're not going to get much mileage out of our current military. Or are we? Let me have a quick look and see how they're doing. I'm just going to read them and sort them by squad. There we go. Sorry for the subdued stream today. I'm still feeling a little under the weather. But hopefully I'll feel better soon. And we're back to our usual zingy pep. No, we still haven't got those silver maces, have we? Let's have a look in the stocks and see what's going on with silver. Have I got any bars? No. Silver bolts never got melted, and the silver battle axe is in someone's inventory. Should we melt that anyway? Can't melt it. Can I take it out of someone's inventory? I can't. God damn it. I can't believe those are the only silver things we have. I'm pretty sure we had a silver bracelet that I melted down. Then again, maybe that didn't make him. Maybe that wasn't enough for a bar. Yes, the Weir Bison was successfully repelled, so that's all dealt with. Although what happened was last session we had a Weir Bison attack. We had actually. Let's do a quick save while I'm describing what happened last session. Spellcasting, Q-U-I-C-K-S-A-V-E. Quick save. What happened last session was we had a Weir Bison turn up. Killed a few people, infected a few people, we got rid of them. Then we had goblins followed by a Plains Titan turn up and then a crash. So now, we've had the Weir Bison happen again, we're kind of just waiting for the Goblins and the Plains Titan to turn up. If the Plains Titan even does turn up, which it might not, there's no guarantee. No guarantee, as that guy out of Action Force / G.I. Joe once said. What have we got left to be brought out of the stockpiles? Not a whole heap. There's some anvils, which have probably already been marked for melting, and some cloth and leather bins, which look like they're being brought down. The cloth storage area is actually pretty full. Might make sense to start churning out some stuff there. Maybe some yarn crafts for sale? Nah, that's daft. Why would I do that? Madness. Ooh, how's the water doing? Actually, I should probably check. It's fine. It's fine. Although we do have the... we are open to the river, which could be a problem. It'll be fine. Don't panic, scoundrel. Everything will be just fine. Oh yeah, the goblins just ripped through the Titan. They pulled out the old spears and just stabbed. Goblins are better than elves, which isn't saying much. Well, it's saying enough. It's saying enough. We have to appreciate goblins for what they are, which is not elves. Oh, I've definitely had the feeling of deja vu in Dwarf Fortress before. We've had numerous crashes and repeats that have gone on. I'm kind of sad that we never got that steel breastplate, though. That was the thing that I regretted not having. Oh, hang on, the cavern moss is starting to grow. Ooh, we should be able, relatively soon, to start having grazing cattle indoors. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Stop all those notifications about starving alpacas and yaks. Which I'm not a big fan of, you know. Come on, they're alpacas and yaks. This is a place where they're bound to starve. Oh, it's the blossom fall. That lovely red blossom falling from the trees. What gorgeous things. Okay, we've got some more mechanisms coming in by the looks of things, and maybe enough spiked green glass, or green glass spikes to do some more spike traps. Let's have a look. Build, trap, upright weapon. Come on, show me some green glass spikes. Menacing green glass spikes. We've got enough for 3 traps. Very nice. Let's put them in. Bosh. Green glass spikes. Lovely. And then we'll put another one in here. Green glass spikes. Boom. Done. Actually, I could put those 5 copper spikes in with the remaining... Yeah, let's do it. Build, trap, upright spike trap. Put it in the middle there. Copper spikes and green glass spikes, leaving 1 left over. Very nice. Let's do it. Let's get those placed. I should probably whack another mechanics workshop in, right? No. We'll leave it for now. Indoor tree farm. I prefer jamais vu. I have no memory of this place. Oh. I didn't even know. I thought jamais vu was something else, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it, that's what it means. I'm assuming you're correct. This is probably the stupidest thing I could possibly do while I'm suffering from toothache, but I'm going to have some sherbet and licorice, because I'm insane. Oh, it tastes so good. I'll have to brush my teeth afterwards there. Delicious. Oh, happiness in powder form. Actually, that's probably not the best phrase to be uttering. Could get me in some trouble. Even though it is basically just sugar. There we go. That'll do. That'll keep me ticking over. Put a little bit of pep in my step. Not that I'm walking anywhere, it's purely a seated experience, this. I'm seeing a lot of mechanisms pile up. This is good. We can probably get some more cage traps going, in fact. Although it might make more sense to link up these spike traps I put into levers, right? Yeah, we'll wait for them to get finished and then bosh. Spiky lever. Hopefully. Shatter a goblin's pelvis by way of its rectum. Ugh. Do goblins poop? Do goblins poop in Dwarf Fortress? Do they have rectums via which to gain access to a pelvis? Do they have pelvises? I don't know what their skeletons are like. They could have totally different skeleture. Skeleture? That's not a word, is it? Musculature's a word. Skeleture? That's definitely not a word. Skeletology? No. We should probably find somewhere to get our smoothers working, shouldn't we? How about this big empty room? That makes sense. Designate smooth stone. Bingo, bango, bongo. Lovely. Across there. Fantata. I should probably also put in some tables and chairs for these offices that I've clearly built. B, T. There we go. T. There we go. C, bonk. Gadonk. There we go. Those can be proper offices soon. I really don't know why they've stopped digging out these offices over here, though. I mean, they must have dug all of the other orders out, right? It's not like we've got any mining left to do. I mean, we could have. I could start mining. Oof, we've got lads roaming around the caverns like it doesn't even matter. Look at all these webs. How do we get webbed traps? I would like to be able to web up and capture some stuff that shouldn't otherwise be capturable, you know? Catch the uncatchable. It's actually a pretty tough set of caverns to read. Let's zoom out and get a better idea of what the caverns are like. Oh, a cavey boar's starving. Oh, it's a tragedy, but I genuinely don't care. Okay, so it goes quite deep there. Comes up here. Hello, what's this huge flat area out here? Jesus Christ. Let's zoom in and have a look. Well, there's plenty of space to graze our animals, right? Maybe we should just send them down here. Get rid of all those damn starving alpaca notifications, right? You know what? We'll go up a floor. Oh, that's too small. We'll go down a floor and we'll just put it in here. Make a zone and we'll make it a grazing zone. There we go. Pen pasture. How do I set it to grazing? Capital G. Thank you. Alpaca. Oh, alpaca, ram, cavey boar, cavey pup, stray horse foal. Bang. First of a new generation that won't starve. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Are these finished? Yes, 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 yes. Excellent. Right, down to the dining hall so we can link up the lever. This is the spike lever, right? It had better be. Oh, it says spikes. It's got a label. Amazing. Link up to spikes. There we go. Donk donk. Add spikes. Donk da donk. Add spikes. Donk da donk. Got to wait for 2 more mechanisms to be made before we can link up the last one, but that's fine. That's fine, as long as there's spikes going up and down and jabbing at the bottoms of intruders, it's not really a problem. It's all good. No, Tilia, no candy yet, although we'll have a look and see what we can do. Now that we've found the caverns, we could just pile on beyond and see if we can get into something fruity, but we'll see. The Guild of Finns has many members in Cryptbeards and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished with the hall designated for a farmer guild. Do you approve this request? Why have we got more than one farmer guild? Okay, go for it. Let's go down to our farmer's hall and dig another one out next door. Why not? Dink donk, dank dank, dinky donky dank dank, he says, meaning nothing. And saying nothing. Okay. What's this clothing down here all about? Why have we got a pigtail tunic sitting in our food stockpile? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Apparently just got a little bit too excited and stripped off. Excuse me. There was a grey notification there. What was that? Dragonfire has become a furnace operator. Oh. Obviously the training's off for a month. Excuse me, I've got terrible hiccups. I wonder if those 3 mechanisms there... Nope, they're spoken for by the looks of things. I'm seeing a lot of green glass spikes going in there. I'm liking that. I mean, we could make a few traps with spiked copper balls, couldn't we? antibacterial spiked balls of doom. Then again, they're for trading, really. They're for trading. Maybe I should think about making a mine. Let's look and see if there's any mineable materials coming off of our cavern thing. There's a lot of obsidian around. Got to be careful mining that. You don't want to just suddenly bang out a load of obsidian. It could end up being in the wrong place. I mean, it could end up cutting out round the outside of the volcano, which is not productive. In fact, it's highly counterproductive. I don't see anything interesting in the walls here. I do see a shitload of fucking webs, though. I mean, that is a ludicrous amount of webbing, right? Have we got dwarves going to collect it for our silk industry? Oh, do I really want that? Is that something that I really want to happen? Well, I can't really stop it. I mean, I can stop it. I can definitely stop it, but I can't be bothered to stop it. That's the difference. Did Orc just die? What? Orchimedes? Did Orchimedes just die? Furnace operator, bang, meng. I'm not seeing any purple boys. Been found dead. Holy shit. When did that happen? Sometime in the hospital. Shit. Let's have a look at the combat report, see if we can see him in there. Orchimedes. Death in a mysterious manner. Maybe we should be getting some justice going. Then again, maybe not. Justice tends to be a little unjust in the old dwarf fortress, doesn't it? Ah, dear. Right, come on. Let's keep going, let's keep going. We can get more spikes in, we can get more traps in. It's going to be fantastic. At the moment, I feel like doors are what we really want to focus on, right? Let's check our manager. We've got any orders for doors in here? Oh, they've all gone. We ordered them, they disappeared. Okay. R-O-C-K space D-O-O-R. There we go. Construct rock door. Make me another, what? I don't know. $30. Fuck it. Get them out. Bang them out. Why are these goats and things starving? That's insane. They should be in the bloody pasture. Right, let's go down and check it out. I should set up a hotkey for the caverns, shouldn't I? Let's get down there. There we go. Caverns. Capital H. There we go. Hotkey. F5. We'll swap the sand one out. F5. Zoom here. Name. Cavern. There we go. F1. F5. There we go. We're in. And if we look down here, I can quickly... Oops. Quickly go here. Get our grazers in. Has some more turned up or something? Hen, gander. No. Oh, they have. There you go. KB Sal, you, goat kid. Lovely. This should yield a little bit of stuff for our farmer's workshop to do as well. A little bit of shearing, a little bit of milking, a little bit of cheese making. It's going to be great. Also, they'll slow down any forgotten beasts heading towards us with a few moments of slaughter, which will be nice. It's better to have our animals killed than us. Narrow bridge over a long drop, lots of weapon traps, invaders dodge traps and fall all the way down, then use them for target practice. We could do. I've had a checkered history with drop pits before. I've had a terrible time digging them out. Oh, hello, suddenly got a rush of dwarves coming out. Why is that? Oh, I see. Those guys are actually moving animals down to the pasture area. Good. Good, good. We could build a road out here. What the hell are these? Wild boars. Okay. Not that exciting. What do we want built? What do we want built? I mean, I want more like spikes and trap components knocked out pretty rapidly, but it's taking sweet time. How fast did they get those doors done? Holy shit, they're already finished. Oh no, they're at the bottom. Only one of them has been made. Okay, calm down, scoundrel. It's not that impressive. Are there any other stockpiles I could put in to segregate out new products? I mean, the graveyard is not ready to be replenished yet. Apparently we're taking them straight down. Oh no, look, someone's taking it out to the stockpile. That's good. There is something satisfying about a 50 Z level pit. That's true. That's true. Not just idiot channelers, just the difficulty of getting them down into the pit and digging it down and everything. It's just, ugh. Bit of a struggle I've had with the big drop pits. Not the worst though. Could be a lot worse. Oh, hello. Oh, got a big old whistle. What is that? Looks like a huge electrical whine. Okay, it's gone. Fair enough. What's this door doing? Why is it forbidden? That bed should not be forbidden. No bed should be forbidden. Well, actually, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like something someone from a cult would say, doesn't it? No bed should be forbidden. Climb on in. Why don't you touch my willy? Although they'd probably be less blunt. What are we looking at? I keep wanting them to double as obsidian farms. I do like a bit of obsidian, it has to be said. Oh, someone's posted something in the Discord while we're here. Let's have a little look and see what that was. It's Dragonfire. It says he'll be in as soon as they can. Well, there you go. Feel free. Feel free. You might even be here by now. Who knows? Ah, I love a bit of Koga-san. Good old tune. We could put even more workshops in, couldn't we? We could just bung like a shitload of masons' workshops all the way up this little corridor bit. Then again, I feel like there's more stuff we should be putting in stockpiles first. We should be building statues. Maybe I should make a statue thing. Let's do that. P, F. We'll keep 10 statues on order at all times. S, there we go. I don't want food. Why have I got food here? For fuck's sake, it's furniture. There we go. Forbid. Statues. Statues. There we go. Lovely. And then we can put in an order on this workshop here for no reason other than I fancy that workshop to be the one. For statues, that's a door. Don't know how that's ended up there. Add. What's statue then? I thought it was S. No, it's a U, of course. It's statue. That's how it's done. Repeat. Alt W. And I just want a regular 5 to 10. There we go. Hello? There we go. Nice. So we should end up with a nice stockpile of statues to pretty the fort up with. That'll be good. I've successfully built one obsidian farm, spent ages trying and failing to make it fully automatic. Pumped magma is definitely fun. Oh god. I've never even dabbled in machinery at all. I've just left it. too afraid of getting things destroyed. Oh, hello. We've made our next guild hall. Let's pop that in there. Make it a meeting hall. Assign a location. Add a location. Craft guild hall. And it should be a farmer's hall. There we go, farmer hall. The Guild of Finns. Bang. Lovely. Coastal Flax. The Forest of Deer. What the fuck? Not the Forest of Deer. Move assignment. Assign location. There we go. Add. G. Farmer's Workshop. Come on. There's the Farmer Hall. Lovely. The Cloudy Earth. There we go. Whew. Just for a second there, I thought we were going to have problems. Put a door on it. Building present already, apparently. Good. Good. I never managed to pump stack magma successfully. or pump stack magma successfully. Many little creatures in the magma. Yeah, magma crabs. They're the downfall of any volcano fort, I would say. Which is a pain in the arse, because I've of course got a volcano. I always have a volcano. I love a volcano. Can't stop myself sometimes. So what else do we want to make out of steel? I mean, silver's the order of the day, right? Can we find any silver ores? I could have sworn we saw some galena at some point, but I could be wrong. Let's keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Is that galena? No, that's some kind of gem, isn't it? Opal clusters. Oh, Outback Opal Hunters. There we go. I don't see any sort of silvery stuff here. If we dig... Hang on. Okay, here we go. So, we dig here and here. Come across here a little bit. No. There we go. Dig out a little bit of extra space there, and then I should be able to... Ooh, look at that, just clipped it. There we go. And then if we... treat it as a little mid-cavern baffle. There we go, and then we can continue down on our original course. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's let the miners get to work on that. We could probably get some engravers. What the fuck is this bullshit? A beetle. That's fine. Love, love me do. Etc, etc. Or the very sweary 3D artist. Has anyone ever heard of Beeple? He's Beeple is a really good 3D artist, but I recently saw him have a visit to the Corridor Crew people, and man, that guy swears more than I do. It's every other word out of his mouth was fuck, which is not a problem. I mean, I'm happy with that. But you know, I felt like other people might be a little bit narcs by it. Let's try and put some more glass traps in. Build trap spike. That's a table. Capital T, please. And then upright spear spike trap. We want to bung that. Oops, a daisy. Not over here. That's it there. Yeah, just enough for one. That's cool. Bosh, in it goes. And then we should, once that's built, have enough mechanisms to connect both of the remaining traps to the lever. Be exciting, wouldn't it? I tend to have a powered computation floor, so mill power pumps are my preference. Forget fancy headphones, I have fancy sunglasses. That is a beautiful modification. Not only is that little emote wearing goggles, but also sunglasses. Also, this isn't headphones. These aren't headphones. This is a Geordie LaForge visor from The Next Generation. I'll have you know. There we go, look at that. Now I can see in the ultraviolet spectrum. I jest, of course. They are headphones. Face palm through the entirety of it, says Diana. Didn't like it. No. Well, I quite liked it. I thought it was a fun theory, and once they started using John Carpenter movies as a reference point, that was when I was sold. I do love a bit of John Carpenter. Sure, his later movies kind of went a bit tits up and pear-shaped, but, you know, he had some real bangers in there, some real classics. The man who made The Thing and The Big Trouble in Little China within a few years of each other has to be noted as one of the greats, right? Clearly one of the best. And, I mean, In the Mouth of Madness is possibly my favourite Lovecraftian film. I love that movie. I must have seen it about 40 times. In fact, every time I saw it was on VHS in my ute. And so I've probably got somewhere a really knackered old tape of it. I wonder if I've got a DVD of it. Maybe. Ghosts of Mars, though. Jesus Christ, that was fucking garbage. Bit of a shame he went out on that, really, isn't it? Did he make anything after Ghosts of Mars? I'm not sure if he did. Counting devices with wave tick timers and such. Oh god, no, it's all way beyond me. I couldn't make a computation floor. Too much effort, too much difficulty. scoundrel not smart enough. Add upright spike trap, upright spikes, diorite mechanisms, add spike traps, bomb. There we go. All of the spikes are now going to get linked up to the lever, which should cause a bit of grief for any goblins coming into our fortress, which have been notably absent so far, I notice. It's very barren out here, isn't it? Barely any grass at all. It's a good job we found that cavern, to be honest. Otherwise we would have just had an unending barrage of alpaca starvation notifications. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Pear-shaped tits. No, tits up pear-shaped. I mean, two separate idioms there. Two separate idioms. Was that a notification of a thingy? Oh, marked 2 items to melt. I wonder what that was all about. We need more silver. We need so much more silver. Excuse me. Pardon me. Burpy little lad. These farmers' workshops or farmers' guild halls are not particularly spectacular, are they? Just one of them's even got a full soil wall. It can't even be smoothed. That's okay though, it'll be fine. There was a black and white film that scared me as a kid that I'd love to see again. Quatermass. Yeah, no, Quatermass is a classic. I've never seen it myself, but it's sort of like a 1960s TV movie or an event thing that was based on the idea of an alien invasion, and apparently it was pretty good by all accounts. The one that's supposed to have scared people most was one about the Cold War called Threads. Was that? No, that was... I think that was inspired by the idea of nuclear fallout. I've got some slightly older friends who had a different television diet that started in the 70s, whereas mine started in the sort of early to mid 80s. And they all remember like a series of like harrowing Cold War documentary dramas that I was never privy to. Thank God, it probably would have destroyed me. Pull on repeat for the Atom Smasher Corridor of Fun. See, I have thought about doing a corridor with just a load of drawbridges in that go slam, 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 slam. But it seems almost too powerful, right? As it seems like it's going to just destroy anything attempting to get in. Oh, we've got a dwarven child stumbling around obliviously. That's not good. Oh, we've got a possession. It may not mean that we're going to get someone with super skills, but it should mean that we get some interesting artifacts going. So let's follow them and see what happens. Capital F for following for some reason. So, Uvash. Uvash. Go get yourself a Craftsdorf workshop. Preferably one that doesn't have standing orders going through it, which is, to be honest, all of them. Claim to workshop. Good. Now, if I just follow them again... There we go. We should see what they go and grab. Where are you heading, Urvash? Where are you going? You going for some very local stone? No. Bones, by the look of it. No, it's a piece of stone. Ah, well. Once they've hauled that back at the end of the year, they'll go and get something else, I imagine. What was scarier, Cold War or Y2K? Cold War. Y2K was like, even at the time, I knew that it was a massively overblown nonsense. I was just like, why the fuck would anyone pay fortunes to get there? Unless you've got like seriously time-sensitive stuff going on, like a bank would needed to do something about it, and you know, needed to make sure that a transaction was taking place at the right time. But it wasn't a massive catastrophic thing, I don't think. I never put any stock in it whatsoever. Cold War, however, definitely I imagined myself on a number of occasions being stripped to the bone like Sarah Connor clinging onto that chain link fence. Remember that? Ah! Certainly had a few nightmares over nuclear weapons. 2 paths into the fort. Invaders get almost to the end of one, trip the pressure pad, closest bridge gate closes, far one opens. They reach the other end of the corridor and it flips again. Rinse, repeat. Minecart grinders or crossbow dwarves. You see, I'm tempted to give minecarts a little go, having watched Krug Smash's Minecart video, but I didn't really absorb any information from it. It didn't teach me how to do it. Hello. Oh, don't go for another stone. Please don't go for another stone upstairs. Oh, no. Where you go? Well, it's got to be going for stone. There's nothing else on this floor that it could possibly get. Come on, Dorfo. Get your stuff. Get your stuff together. Make your item. Make your artifact. Preferably, like, not out of just massive lumps of stone you have to haul from miles away. Excuse me while I'm eating this sherbet again. Hello, Harold Beaver. Welcome to the stream. I remember hearing attack air raid siren tests when I was a kid. Definitely more terrifying than Y2K. Yeah. Like there were moments in your childhood, if you were born like old enough to think in the Cold War, where you genuinely had, even if it was only for a split second, the thought of like, I might be dying. I might be about to disappear in a bright flash of light, or get radiation sickness, which, thanks to the cartoon When the Wind Blows, don't look it up if you want to stay happy, it was something that truly fucking horrified me. I should never have watched that. I was far too young. Still, there we go. That's the 80s all over. Come on. Get that stone in the workshop. We want to get an item made. We want something fancy. Something to draw our minds away from the topic of nuclear winter. Oh, a bit of leather. Stone and leather. Very, very metal. Well, in fact, not metal at all. But it's very heavy metal. Very musically metal, rather than physically. Some gems going in there. Less metal. Come on, what are you getting next? Not a big lump of stone, ideally. Wood? Wood. Gone for some wood. Not very metal. Kind of elfy. The antithesis of metal. Here we go. Probably going for more leather or cloth. Looking like leather. It's leather. Get that back to the workshop. I'll have a look at chat and see what's going on. Stupid question. What's scarier, death or cake? I think death. Death is probably scarier than cake, I would imagine, for most people. I mean, obviously that's not counting for people who have serious cake phobias. What would a cake phobia be called? What's Latin for cake? Is that how it works? Is that how is a phobia's Latin? Thalassophobia is fear of the sea, isn't it? But I don't know if thalassa is the sea in Latin or what. Ooh, looks like we've got some steel going in there, possibly iron, I'm not sure. It's probably going to be a fairly valuable item looking at the amount of stuff that's going in. Oh, hello! The mysterious construction's been begun. Been begun? That doesn't make any sense. We've made all of our statues, that's nice. Maybe we'll have a look at those in a minute. I am sitting in a chair, yes, Cupo, sitting at the dining room table. Unfortunately, it's just at the slightly wrong height, so it fucks my wrists instead of my back, but hey, you can't have everything, can you? You can't have everything. Why are we suddenly in the sand corridor? What am I supposed to be gleaning? Oh, a surgeon gave birth to a girl in the sandy corridor. Nice, if you give a shit about that kind of thing, which I categorically do not. There we go. Still not placed all those doors. We've probably finished the order though, haven't we? We've got doors in order? Nope, they're all run out, so we'll put another order in for doors. ROCKDOORS. By the way, hello Cupo, sorry, I didn't mean to non-acknowledge you. Non-acknowledge? That's weird. Door 30, another 30 doors can go in. Good. Google says Pemophobia. Oh, like pemmican. Oh, good, Harold Beaver. Good Googling. Congratulations. Well done. Oh, well, I say congratulations. I mean, probably more of a thank you would make sense rather than congratulations. Being able to use Google is not really a skill that you congratulate people for these days, right? Unless, I mean, you really want to be patronising. Then again, maybe I did want to be patronising on a subconscious level. Not on a conscious level. I didn't intend it, but perhaps there's something about me that just makes me a bastard. Let's put some more cage traps in amongst those spikies. BTC. There, There. That should... in fact, let's put a few more in. There we go. And then we'll do an upright spike trap here if we've got enough glass. No. We do not. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. There we go. Goody gumdrops. Let's keep looking. If Greek, then pitaphobia, like the pita bread. So hemophobia is like, is that a Latin or a Greek root? Because if the Latin is Greek, maybe it's a mix. Hello TKR, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Fear of pita bread seems a bit elfy. I do love a good kebab though in a pita bread. Piñata phobia, which is totally normal. Is that the fear of the piñata itself, or the fear of being beaten like a piñata? I imagine it's the fear of the piñata itself. Actually, you know what game I enjoyed when it came out, which I was definitely too old for? Viva Piñata. I remember that on the Xbox 360. I distinctly remember the sound of the bees. They went, Not relevant, but interesting for me at least. I would like to personally thank everyone who can use Google rather than ask dumb questions. That is true. I must admit, lately I've been looking at the front page of Reddit, well, my front page of Reddit, and seeing some of the questions people ask and going, oh, stop asking these fucking questions and just Google it. Save this for something a bit more, difficult to find out. True. I mean, people do make some assumptions. I mean, I grew up with the internet when it was just coming to be a thing. So like, we had the internet in my home when I was 14, but I've been using it previously on BBSs and stuff like that way before at school and at friends' houses and stuff. So I kind of grew up with it, and I suppose for people who never did, the older generation, it's probably no, there's no excuse. I don't understand how you could possibly not fucking figure out Google. Anyway, where was I? My favourite phobia, says TKR, which I fortunately do not suffer, is anatodeophobia, the fear that at any point, somewhere in the world, a duck or goose may be watching you. Geese are scary when they get angry. They demand all that is white, assuming it's bread. Actually, that could be their downfall. Very easy to defeat a goose. If you just, apparently, if you drop a brick of cocaine in front of a goose, it will snort the whole thing and its heart just pops. Easy way to get rid of them. Kind of expensive, but easy. Uvash Nishes, the craftsdwarf, has created Ottenor, an obsidian ring. She offers it to the brown avalanche. A ring? Nah, not sure about that. Fuck off. Still, we'll take a look at it. It's probably worth a fortune considering the amounts of stuff it's got. Mind Drank. 112 grand. Wow. This is an obsidian ring. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with emerald-cut pyrites, studded with steel, decorated with pecan wood, and encircled with bands of alpaca leather and steel. This object is adorned with hanging rings of obsidian, and menaces with spikes of violet spessartine. On the item is an image of a glove in obsidian. On the item is an image of passage chucks, a giant cave spider silk-right glove in mule leather. That's a good point. Someone wanted that cave spider silk glove, didn't they? One of the wrestlers. In fact, the leader of the wrestler squad. We'll try and remember that later on. God damn it, we need silver. I should probably get down into the... What kind of level are we looking for silver on? If someone can help me sniff out some silver, that would be very much appreciated. We've dug down to level 77, 78 here, and if anyone knows where I can more effectively search for silver, that would be very good. What if a duck or goose actually is watching me? Then I suppose it's not an irrational fear, is it? It's no longer a phobia, it's just a fear. Because the key to a phobia is its irrationality, right? Question mark? I think so. Druid's Mead sat on a park bench, this goose repeatedly trying to nick my spliff out of my hands, so I had to boot the sod. The thing was, it was the size of a dog. Well, that's a large window of scale. I mean, a Chihuahua is a dog, and also a Great Dane is a dog. So, I mean, You have to give us a more specific type of dog. You can't just say a dog. That's like saying it was the size of a building. I mean, yes, that's big. That's not a good example. Any goose the size of a building is a huge fucking goose. What's a more useless metric of size for geese than a building or a dog? Let's say it was the size of a... Come on, brain! You can do this! It was the size of a... I can't think of anything that doesn't come in a standard size now other than dogs. God damn it. Geese don't pass back. No, they bogart like motherfuckers, I would imagine. And would you want it back? I've seen inside a goose's mouth. If a goose put its sort of like horrible, like goosey fucking beak nodules all over it, would you want it back? I wouldn't. I'd be scared of what I'd get. In fact, I would probably be equally as unwilling to smoke a joint someone handed me if it had been in a goose's mouth or its cloaca. Both are unappealing. I don't think I don't let dogs lick me. So, you know, I feel like if anything is coming into contact with an animal while it's still alive and not cooked, I probably wouldn't want to put it in my mouth. Then again, there's probably... Is there any tasty live animals? Shellfish? Okay, I've just ruined my own statement. I've undone everything I said. What an idiot. Use the wiki. I could do, but there's there's people watching, and I can continue playing while they use the wiki. Okay, I'll use the wiki. Bear with me. Dwarf Fortress Silver. Dwarf Fortress Silver. Ah! Excuse me. My retina's got blasted. Here we go. DF 2014. It can't have changed that much, can it? Where do we find it? Native silver, galena and tetrahedrite. Where do we find these? It's not saying where we would find it. That's slightly annoying. Found within granite as veins and gneiss as veins. Okay. Then there's galena, found in igneous extrusive layers as veins, found in metamorphic layers as veins, found within granite as veins. Right, metamorphic. Marble's a metamorphic rock. I know that much. So we're going to go and find some marble and dig through that floor. There we go. Problem solved. You coming up? Where's the marble? There's some marble. Hello? Go for the middle marble. And then we shall diggy. I'm thinking dig north. Dig south. And I think you can guess where this is going. Dig east. Ooh! With a little kink. There we go. Oh, arse candles. Fucking hell. There we go. And we'll also dig west. Because I can. And why not? There we go. Hopefully that will uncover some silver ores. A little bit of galena. I should probably make those a little wider, to be honest, just because only one dwarf can come down the corridor and one dwarf can mine at a time. If you open up a larger face, like the faster dwarves can push through. Oh, fuck it, it's fine. It's fine. A dog that's about the size of a Canada goose. Ah, okay. Okay. The size of a very large goose. Ooh, when you say very large goose, suddenly I'm imagining it cooked and tasty. Bread box. Normally bread boxes are a fairly standard size, right? Slightly larger than a loaf of bread? I'm not sure. Isn't the unit of dog typically a Labrador, the size of a small Labrador? I suppose so. I suppose a Labrador is a very standard dog, isn't it? Very generic dog. But then again, maybe more of a mutt, a mixed kind of dog. It's probably more of a generic dog, right? I don't know. Are there more pedigree breeds of dog than there are mixed breed dogs? And what kind of... Do wild dogs, like those African wild dogs, do they count as pedigree or mixed? I wonder. Who knows? German Shepherd. Oh, that is the dog that I imagine when I think in my mind as well. I just see them when someone says dog. The American Lab is way fatter than the European though. But is that genetic or dietary? I wonder. Probably dietary, I'd guess. Everything American is way fatter though. That's not true. Not everything American. They have probably got the... Just from the sheer numbers, they've probably got more, at least from my perspective in the UK, more healthy fit people than we have healthy fit people in the UK. Then again, I don't think there's much difference between... Well, I was going to say health-wise, but we have the NHS, so okay, there probably is quite a big difference health-wise. But weight-wise, I don't think the distribution is that far off. I think we're about the same now. Pedigree is just a euphemism for inbred. That does make sense now that you say it. It does make sense. The standard dog, I imagine, is a hound, like the one with the one with the droopy ears. The little what's the dog in the cartoon? It talks like this. It was an old, not a Looney Tunes, but Warner Brothers, I think. Droopy? Droopy, that rings a bell. I think it was Droopy. The rest of the world caught up to American fatness. We did it first. You were the trailblazers. Or rather, the groove blazers? Making that groove in the ground? Who knows? Huckleberry Hound. Oh, Huckleberry Hound is I'm thinking of a different one, yeah. That wasn't that? No, the one that did Kung Fu was a different dog entirely, wasn't it? That was, Kung Fu Dog? No, I don't remember the name. If royalty are not lizards, what's all this blue blood about then? Do lizards have blue blood? I don't think so. Although, having said that, I mean, it's common knowledge that the queen lays eggs. Just so you know. Droopy. Yes, that was it. Droopy. Tex Avery. That was right. Yes, I remember now. Anyway, let's get out of this screen and open up. Actually, what was the alert? Spring has arrived. That's fine. We've struck Tanzanite. That's interesting. You know what? I'm gonna do all of these veins as soon as they're uncovered. Is this a vein? It is a vein, but it's a very small vein. What a load of hiccups. Is this granite? It's phyllite, not granite, which is a problem. But that's okay. Maybe we'll find something interesting in there. What's this? Obsidian, I'll bet. Yep, obsidian. Rando blazing through it like a hot knife through butter. I mean, I could do the crazy dig out all of the obsidian thing, couldn't I? Spharlite. Hang on, that's a silver one, isn't it? Spharlite silver ore? I think it is. We'll soon find out. Let's get this shit smelted. Up to this floor. Go into here and say add smelt spharlite ore. Repeat. There we go. Add smelt spharlite ore. Repeat. There's probably chat going wild now telling me no, it's not. It's not. It's not a silver ore. There we go, half of them should be good enough. Zinc. Oh, fuck. Hong Kong Phooey, that's the one. That's the one. All mammals got red blood. I probably meant aliens. I think octopuses and squid have blue blood, don't they? I know, no, crabs. Crabs have blue blood. Because there's like a chart I saw on Reddit of all the different colours of blood. There's blue blood, green blood, red blood, and there was another, like a violet purple blood, and it was all to do with the oxygen carrying molecule in the blood. Like hemoglobin makes our blood red, whereas there's something else in like the green blood is, I think, based on copper, or am I mixing up science with Star Trek and Vulcans? I'm not sure. Veins carry deoxygenated blood, so relatively blue, at least not as red as arterial blood. That's true, it does change colour a bit. No, Salford, the purple's the aristocratic colour, right? Because it was all really difficult to make. Only very specific snail shells yielded the purple dye, whereas maybe blue is the same? I'm not sure. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's... I'm going to quickly leave the game and go into Google and say etymology blue blood. Blue blood is an English idiomatic phrase for noble birth. The term is an English borrowing of the Spanish phrase sangre azul, blue blood. Spanish nobility used sangre azul to differentiate between classes of nobility descended from the Moors and those descended from the Visigoths. Okay, slightly less exciting than I imagined. But hey, that's what Quora says. Anyway, that might not be correct, but it's the first response, so that's the one we're going with. Right, where are we? Steel spikes getting melted, that's good. Zinc should be turning up. There's no silver, so let's head back down and look elsewhere. See if they've uncovered any more ores. Any over here? Got a lovely little bit of, what's this? Almandines. Ooh, very exciting. Control V, there we go. A little bit of vein mining. What's this? Orthoclase. Meh. It's not really it's not an ore, so I'm not particularly interested. That's copper ore. I can tell just by looking at the stuff. Do I want more copper ore? I don't think I do. I wouldn't mind some opals. That's quite good. Everyone remember opal fruits? They used to call starburst opal fruits. There we go. That's my Phil K observation for the evening. Quartz cluster. More copper, more obsidian. We've got a shitload of copper, but frankly, I'm only interested in silver at the moment. Maybe I should dig out this... Can I dig this out as a vein? Let's have a little look. Can. Let's...